Number 41 in the Italian collection is Navajo Joe from 1966, directed by Sergio Corbucci. This stars an impossibly young Burt Reynolds as the titular character Navajo Joe. In this one, we follow a group of criminals led by the menacingly titled Duncan, who is a criminal who's hunting down Indians, scalping them for $1 a head. Now, we have Navajo Joe looking for revenge because his partner has been killed by Duncan and his gang, and he is hunting them down when he can. Now, there is a small town that seems to be getting a lot of money from the government to kind of build the town up, create a nice kind of way station, and Duncan wants that money. $500,000. Oh, yes, he wants a piece of that, and he's going to stop at nothing to get it. But Navajo Joe gets to the town first, informs them of his nefarious plan, and offers up his services as protector to stop Duncan and his terrible ideas of killing everyone in town and taking all the money. It's a simple plot, and I think Burt Reynolds cuts a menacing figure. I thought he was wonderful as the lead character of Navajo Joe. I really kind of liked whenever he appears on screen. He has this kind of almost kind of goth angst about him a little bit, and he kills an exuberant amount of people throughout the movie. It is ridiculous, whether it be by knife, by gun, by dynamite. He is often killing people. It looks like his favourite pastime throughout the movie. This is kind of built on the back of the Dollars trilogy of sorts. When the Italian spaghetti westerns were really kicking off, they were bringing over some American stars and trying to build them up. Burt Reynolds kind of jumps into this role and really does create a kind of fun, atmospheric movie. It doesn't have much more to it than just the surface material, and it is kind of hokey in the way it tells some of its story and some of its aspect. But there were certain things that I really loved about the movie. I loved the bad guy and his brother, and the cannon fodder that ride with them. I kind of knew where the story was going to end up. I was surprised by some of the elements. Fairly early on in the story, Navajo Joe gets captured by Duncan and his crew, and I was wondering how, without a partner, he was going to get out of this situation. Of course, it resolves itself in the only manner it really can, but I kind of appreciated that. I thought Burt Reynolds was remarkably great in the role. This was a role unlike any I'd seen him perform before, and it's a very physical role as well. Lots of stunts that it looks as if Reynolds is actually doing himself, and it's a character who is quite happy to kill people as he does it often in the movie. There is lots of close combat fights in this one where he dispatches people with knives. He's a very intelligent character as he has a plan on how to outwit these people, because literally it's just one guy fighting a whole gang of people who are professional murderers and criminals. I really liked the look of Navajo Joe. I loved Burt Reynolds in the lead role. I loved some of the tropes that you get in amongst these movies. You know, the town in peril, not wanting to trust the hero, ultimately taking him on and realising by the end what an honourable and wonderful character he was. The hint of a love story that doesn't really go where I was expecting, as you get the revelations about Joe and why he's after these bad guys. I thought the bad guy was just wonderfully crazed. I kind of like that when the bad guys are over the top and just bloodthirsty, killing people just because they can. Navajo Joe was a really fun movie, one that I can see myself throwing on when I just want to lay back in the couch and watch some spaghetti western nonsense. I thought it was great. I'd love to know your thoughts on Navajo Joe. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.